How's your morning going?
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Ugash. I am a student of Rehan School Orangi campus. Today my task is conscious. My topic is conscious.
Hey there, Mohammed. So today you're working on the word conscious. That's pretty interesting. What about it made you choose that topic?
What is conscious?
That's a good starting point. Conscious basically means being awake and aware of what's happening around you, but it's a little deeper than that, too. It's like,
You accept and conscious now.
yeah, you accept and right. So conscience is totally different from conscience. They sound super similar, which can be tricky. Conscience is that little voice inside you that tells you what's right and wrong. So it's your sense of morality, like knowing when you shouldn't do something because it's not fair to others or when you should apologize. Does that make sense?
What happened when a patient is not conscious?
Hmm. Good question. When a patient is not conscious, so like if someone's in a really deep sleep or they've had an accident, it means they're not awake and aware. They might still be alive, but their brain isn't really working in the way that lets them right respond to things around them. Some reasons that happens could be from medicine, an injury, or sometimes if someone gets really sick. It's a serious thing, and doctors need to figure out why someone isn't conscious so they can help them get better. Does that help explain it?
Is patient conscious?
You're right to catch me on that. My mistake. When someone's unconscious, not just a patient, but anyone in that state, that means they're completely unaware. Like they wouldn't respond to questions, pain, or anything going on around them. It's different from just being asleep, because with sleep, you can still be woken up, right? But when someone's unconscious, they can't. Are you talking about someone specifically or just learning about this for school?
Can you take when you are conscious?
I'm not sure I caught that. Can you say that again? You started with "Can you take when you are conscious?" but it got a little cut off.
Can animal be conscious?
Ah, that's a really good question. A lot of people debate whether animals are conscious, but most scientists think yes, they definitely can be. They might not be conscious in the same way humans are. Maybe they don't think about the future or have complicated feelings about stuff, but they're aware of their surroundings, feel pain, and have their own experiences. Think about your dog getting excited when you come home. That's them being conscious and responding to you, right? What do you think?
Can boys be conscious?
You mean like babies? Yeah, definitely. Even really young babies have some level of consciousness. They feel things, they recognize faces, they
सीमा का चौथा amount. Yeah, I should tell you. Is being conscious the simple as being also?
hmm. I didn't quite catch that clearly. Could you say your name again?
What is the question of conscious?
You know, that's a surprisingly deep question to jump right into. What made you think about consciousness today?
Can a patient lose conscious?
Yeah, absolutely. People lose consciousness for a lot of reasons, things like head injuries, strokes, or even just passing out from low blood sugar or dehydration. Sometimes it's temporary, sometimes it can be more serious. Is there something going on with you that made you curious about this?
Can a patient lose conscious?
Oh, I think I understand now. Are you asking if someone can lose consciousness while they're a patient in the hospital? Yeah, unfortunately, that can happen too. Sometimes it's a side effect of medications, anesthesia during surgery, or related to their underlying medical condition. If someone loses consciousness in a medical setting, there are usually protocols in place to monitor and help them.
What should we do if someone is not conscious?
Okay, so someone's unconscious first. Make sure you're in a safe environment. Then check if they're responsive. Try gently shaking them or shouting their name. If no response, call for help immediately. Dial emergency services. Tell them someone's unresponsive. Until help arrives, check their breathing. If they're not breathing, start CPR if you're trained. If they are breathing, put them in the recovery position. You always want to stay with them and monitor their breathing until medical professionals take over. Do you want me to pull up some more detailed first aid instructions?
Do
Um, okay. Whoa there. Okay. Um, my mistake. I figured you were saying okay to the instructions, but maybe you just wanted me to stop. What's going on?
do we take when we are conscious?
That's a really thoughtful question. You mean like what actions or decisions do we make when we're conscious? Well, pretty much everything, right? Walking, talking, eating, choosing what to watch on TV, all of it. Consciousness is like the baseline for making any kind of choice or having any experience. But when you think about it, even when we're asleep, we're still doing something, right? Dreaming, processing, healing. So maybe consciousness is more about awareness of what you're doing rather than just doing it.
Do we make choose questions when we are conscious?
I think what you're asking is whether we make choices when we're conscious. And yeah, definitely. Conscious thought and making choices go hand in hand. That's what separates us from just reacting to things, you know? We can weigh options, consider consequences, and then pick what we want to do. But it's also weird, right? Like sometimes choices feel automatic even when we're aware. We just know what to do. Other times it's this whole internal debate. What makes you ask?
Aggie, you can choose when you dream.
I'm about to hit my 5 minute call limit, so we'll have to wrap things up soon. I've loved chatting. We covered some really interesting stuff. You can always call back and continue our conversation whenever you'd like.
What is simple conscious?
That's a fascinating way to put it. What is simple conscious? I'm not sure I follow exactly what you're getting at here. That it's
Why do people save and save conscious?
hey,
Can we change your those conscious?
change what? You were just talking about the word conscious a bit ago, right? What specifically about it were you wanting to change or discuss further?
What is cipher conscious?
I think I didn't quite catch that clearly. Could you say that again? It sounded like maybe you were asking something about what happens when you sit in chairs, but I want to make sure I understood correctly.
Why is contra out is your conscious?
Hmm. I'm not sure what you mean by punches in this context. Could you explain what you're asking? Maybe tell me what you were trying to say, even if you're not sure about the exact word.